such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
The Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and online at WGNSradio.com. This is the Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday morning edition of the Roundtable Show with your hosts, Rick and Wayne. We come to you every Tuesday morning from GNS Studios here in Murfreesboro, and we try to highlight things going on in North Rutherford County and the Smyrna, Laverne area, and got a good show on tap for you today, as usual. I hope you all enjoy it. But Mr. Wayne, how are you, buddy?
Good morning. Doing well. Blue Raiders had a nice win Saturday. It was in question right up to the end of the game, and still scratching my head over the officials continuing to put time back on the clock as the seconds melt away for UTEP. So I just can't fathom that.
They're trying to give it back. Is that what you're saying?
I guess. Well, I tell you what, I'm just. I guess Rick. I'm already got the holiday spirit. I think I was telling you before the show. I was. "Oh Holy Night" is my favorite Christmas carol. I guess really, more of a hymnal, I guess. But listening to Celine Dion and Carrie Underwood, Nat King Cole, and Martina McBride. So I was just listening to everybody. So it's a lot of fun. Some sad news this morning for the Smyrna community. Donnie Holland, longtime coach and teacher, and just a great football player off of the 67 Tobacco Bowl team, and that he has passed. And it breaks my heart for the family and for our county community, because he was an icon, and hated to see him pass. He's a great guy.
Well, it was real good family, good community leaders as far as in the family and everything.
Oh yeah,
super good guy.
Holland's, Dean and the older brother, and Donnie, the younger brother, just a great family. So, a positive note, somebody we have a lot of respect for. Shout out to the new judge, Terry Fan, soon to be his honor. So we'll have to refer to him with his title here in the near future. So congratulations to his honor.
Good guy, really good guy.
So very, very pleased for him and his family. So this morning we have the pleasure of a great friend, fellow Rotarian, community leader, Smyrna business person. And, I am disappointed that you wasn't able to bring the coffee with you.
I promised coffee this morning. But realized, we've got the cafe back open, but it's only Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sure. I couldn't drop by there and grab you coffee.
That's okay.
Sorry about that.
It's
good
great.
Old carpet grog.
It's great coffee, by the way, too. So but we're Rick and I are pleased to have you, Ron. You do so much for the community, and with the music and all the things that you're involved in, and certainly want to talk about some of the holiday festivities that you have a hand in. But since it's been a while since we've had you, maybe remind our audience a little bit about your background.
Okay. Well, I am the CEO founder of arts nonprofit Carpe Artista, which is Latin for Seize the Arts, and we really our focus and redirected focus now is creating pathways for arts and entertainment and arts leaders for tomorrow. So career path development is really what we're focused on, even from 5 years old, with their skill development, which is what we do at our academy with lessons and classes and camps, but then a renewed focus on the things that we do for, or are trying to do with curriculum-based opportunities for career path development and for high school juniors and seniors and early college students, to help them have pathways into entertainment industry, to be leaders in that, and to influence our culture in positive ways along with that. So
this is kind of an off-the-cuff question, and I apologize, but in my time with the school system, found out that some of our best readers were career and technical students because
sure.
they had to read instruction manuals all the time. Does that bode the same for music students because they're reading music? Does that improve that cognitive skill, I guess?
Absolutely. There are numerous studies that show early involvement in some type of art training increases critical thinking skills across all subject matters later on in life. So there are lots of benefits to being engaged in some type of creative or artistic activity for other subjects. I often say for industry, we need a creative pool, because it's those creatives that help come up with innovation a lot of times. So I think what we do, whether our students actually find their pathways into entertainment and the arts careers, they may find their way into other industries and still be able to make a place for themselves because through their creativity, they're helping innovations for businesses. So.
How many students do y'all usually? I know last time we had you on, you had several camps going on. They were pretty much full. We were unable to do the timing, though. But you really push a lot of young kids through y'all's programs throughout the year, right?
Yeah, we do. And we do not only music and visual art, but we do production stuff. We also have an amazing musical theater program that has travel teams. As a matter of fact, we've got a group of about 26 students preparing right now to go to New York in the middle of December to spend about 5 days with Broadway coaches and professionals, learning how to do auditions and learning how to do dance and musical theater, and they're going to be opening for the Rockettes while they're there at the Radio City Music Hall. So they were invited back this year. They did that last year, and then they were invited back. So
that's really awesome. Are y'all in any partnerships like with the schools? Because I know like Smyrna High School's got a pretty big drama and visual arts thing that they really kind of got into, as well as Stewart's Creek. Or do y'all partner with them any, or is it
we have
doing both?
We've done some things with Smyrna High School. As a matter of fact, we have we've discovered that there's not a CTE pathway in entertainment at the state level. So I have some of my staff who are teaching at the collegiate level, adapting their already developed curriculums in music business and commercial music and production to try and begin a CTE program related to entertainment. So we've got a pilot already approved by Rutherford County Schools and the state CTE board.
So is that Tyra Pilgrim, Rick and I've had her on before. I guess you're involved with Tyra.
We've worked with Dr. Sullivan, and we've worked with some of the current school board members to help push those things through. Looking for it was supposed to start this semester, but we ran into some issues. We've got actually 2 pilots that we're supposed to start, so we're hoping that those get going here pretty quickly. So
You know, I hate it when I have a question and it just leaves.
It goes.
Me. I mean,
I know, I get it.
I guess I'm hitting the big 7-0 next month, so I guess it's
You're not that old.
It's
No.
starting to take its toll.
What's going on Front Street? That's what I know. Unfortunately, we had a train incident that happened over a week
that
ago.
was a sad thing.
But I haven't been back down there. But I think we've pretty much they've got the tree up and
there's a
everything ready to
whole
go.
lot of things for the holiday season. This past year, the town and under leadership Brian Hercules decided to focus the majority of their decorating and their celebration in the Depot District.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so they purchased a 30-foot tree and a big kind of a selfie enclosure that's a big ornament, and put additional lighting and banners and really focused on centering their lighting ceremony in the Depot District. And that happens tonight, as a matter of fact.
Oh, wow.
So they always try to do that before Thanksgiving, so that the decorations and stuff are lit, for families coming in to visit.
What time?
Families. 6 o'clock
Okay.
at the Depot.
Okay.
And so actually we were privileged. My band's playing for this. And you mentioned that Greensleeves was one of your favorite
Yes.
Christmas songs. So we're actually doing a version of What Child Is This?
Yeah.
Our band's doing that tonight. So
That is pretty cool.
and we've got a couple of students that are going to be performing, and so there'll be some sing-alongs, and the cafe will be open with hot cider and
That was going to be my next question.
and
You're gonna open up.
coffees and hot chocolates. Some of the other vendors will be open, I think, and there might even be a sighting of Santa Claus with pictures.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Hopefully
so-
Rudolph will be around.
Well, I was
too.
just looking behind us there, and I see on the map the rain's pushing out, so we
Oh.
should
Yeah.
have some.
Yeah,
Finally,
yeah.
it's cooling off a little bit, though.
Yeah.
It's been
Well, it's
really,
November.
It doesn't
It
feel
is.
like,
You know,
it doesn't feel like we're 36 days out from Christmas.
Well,
because
and,
it's
and
so
I can
warm.
remember some Novembers past when it was just freezing cold,
mhm.
and some.
Yeah,
some
we were
things-
concerned about that a little bit when they asked us to play. Cold fingers on guitars and stringed
Oh, yeah.
instruments doesn't go very well. So
I can see that.
so we're glad it's going to be a little bit warmer at least. So.
I guess I'm going to be off the cuff a bunch this morning. So many people have God-given talent when it comes to different things, and I think probably being a musician or a successful one is a God-given talent. But I guess you can just, if you're passionate about it, you can become pretty good just because you want to do it. But these fingers just aren't nimble like they once were, and it just seems so tough to play something like the violin or the some of those other string instruments.
Guitar, banjo. I mean,
banjo. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, just I'm in awe of anyone that has mastered those instruments.
well, and it's never too late to try. Okay, it feels harder. Okay, because muscle memory is a lot of what it's
Sure.
about. And it doesn't go. That muscle memory really doesn't go away because it's back here. You just have to renew it. But trying to do something new and fresh at our age, okay, so I'm 63, trying to do something new, though, activates the brain in ways that we don't even realize. It renews the brain. There is still, the brain is an amazing thing, and it creates new neural pathways to accommodate those things. Jerry, our councilman,
Jerry Short.
Short is taking guitar lessons, at our
Well, how's
academy
he
right
doing?
now.
Yeah, Go ahead and,
last
throw him
time
under, the bus if you need
Last
to.
time I saw it, he was doing pretty good.
That's
It's
really-
been a little
yeah.
bit since I've seen him, but he's playing the rock and roll stuff.
Oh, wow.
He's got his
Okay.
electric guitar going.
Oh, wow.
So
Is
really glad.
Is the electric guitar easier than the folk guitar, or the
Actually, it's easier on the fingers because the action on the electric guitar sits closer to the neck, so it doesn't take as much to push it down. So it's a little bit easier to play and harder,
Rick,
easier for the fingers.
I don't think I ever asked you. Are you musically inclined?
No. I want to.
That's why we're such
I
good
wanted
friends.
to. My parents bought me the whole Fender guitar and the amp and the whole 9 yards, and Chambers Music in Smyrna had lessons, and we'd go out down there every week. And we got so far into it, he said, okay, we're going to start on page 1 of our book and see how far you can go forward. I got to page 4, and he says, I can keep taking your money, son, but you're not doing too well. So
Well,
here I am.
I guess you were not passionate about
It
it.
hurt. It hurt my fingers.
It does. So,
Then he said, you'll wear calluses. And I was like, well, I've been doing this for 6 months. I don't have the first callus yet. It hurts. It was terrible. They'd be red and raw. I really wanted to. I've got friends, a good friend of mine, that he, off the same thing, he got the passion a little bit, and he went the rock and roll route.
Yeah,
And he's in Jacksonville and plays on a band, and it's the only thing he's ever really done as far as work goes. But yeah, he's a guitar collector and plays in a rock and roll tribute band. But
You may not.
I couldn't do it.
Well, you may not be a guitarist, but you sure are a horseman.
I had to have one side of it, I guess.
There's, I always say we're born creative. That's in our DNA.
That is a God-given
It is
talent,
a
you
God-given
think?
thing. It is part of how we're created. So whether it's for a creative endeavor like the arts or music or whatever that may be, we all have a desire to create something, even if it's just a better day than we had yesterday,
Sure.
or a business, or there's this bent to create something.
Yeah.
And so it's just part of us. Yeah.
How many young people would you estimate that you've influenced for the arts over the years?
Gosh.
I know it's probably just an incredible number, but
I have no idea.
but it makes you sleep good at night just knowing that you've influenced so many young people
Well,
for the good.
I mean, I started making the list of, and it's about 15 or 20 students that have come through our programs over the last 12 years, primarily through our camps and stuff, that are doing some type of career or side career in their art form, and they've moved into those career pathways, and that tells me we're doing at least a part of what we started to do.
Sure.
They're either we've got some guys that are signed on labels, and we've got some a number of folks that are worship leaders professionally, as a career, or they have art degrees now and are doing art professionally, or they're doing videography and production. As a matter of fact, one of the students that came was part of our programs. His studio's been nominated for a Grammy in the blues area. So it's that those kind of things are rewarding, but we're not there yet. We want to see that grow even more. So
If I was a musician, I think I'd want to be I think you call them studio musicians.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Where you just do the background for artists.
Yeah.
I would think you get to meet a lot of great entertainers,
Sure.
if you will.
yeah, so there are lots of different types of opportunities too. There's even animation is an art form, and that's one of the things we've one of the new opportunities we have. We have a new space where we are with our academy, about 3,000 square foot new, and we have an animation guy who's there and going to be offering animation. So studio voiceovers and stuff are part of that as well. So.
I just think I knew Ron. I guess we really didn't know each other, but I knew him felt like I knew him pretty good because he led a lot of worship stuff at Life Point.
Yeah, and your wife's musical, so
exactly.
I mean, so I'll give a shout out
Pat
there.
Calls him up on the stage one day, and he was going to go out on this endeavor of Carpe Artista, and we were all prayed about it, prayed over him that day, and everything else. And I think it's remarkable what you've been able to do in the last. I guess it's been over 10 years ago now that I think about it.
It's
cool.
12. It was
12,
2011.
see? Yeah. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool. You're listening to Ron Alley's the president CEO of Carpe Artista in Smyrna. Just want to take our first break, and before I do, I just want to remind we talked about earlier tonight at 6 p.m. is the tree lighting in Smyrna on the Depot
come out.
District in downtown Smyrna. So please come out. It looks like it's going to be a good night weather-wise. It'll be awesome.
Going to have hot cider and coffee.
Oh yeah, it'll be there.
Exactly. Well, we're going to take our first break. We'll be right back.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
Online at rayburn.net.
As a leader in environmental services, sustainability is deeply integrated into our business model. At Middle Point Landfill, we are environmentalists at heart. We use a cutting-edge technology in combination with our deep experience in recycling and waste services to protect our environment and our neighbors. That's our job, and that's our promise. This is Mike Klassen with Middle Point Landfill. We invite you to learn more about us at middlepointlandfill.com. Republic Services. We are sustainability in action.
Hey guys, this is Scott. You know, there's a lot of people talking about testosterone. I was one of them at one point, but I'm here to say you need to do your homework and go to a provider that you can trust. I went to Low T Center. That's where I get my levels checked, and they specialize in men's wellness and customized testosterone treatment. You walk in, take a simple blood test, and with their on-site lab, you'll get your results back in about 25 minutes. So if you've been feeling tired, grumpy, noticed a weight gain, and loss of muscle mass, these could all be signs of low testosterone levels. Low T Center is not a typical doctor's office where you have a long wait. Low T Center is literally concierge medicine exclusively for men, and they have affordable, convenient treatment options, including physician-monitored self-inject treatments that ship directly to your home each month. So there's no need to drive to the center for weekly visits. Right now, it's only $25 to get your testosterone level tested with results back in 25 minutes. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by AmeriCare Pest Control and the law offices of John Day.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the law offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the law offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
Let's check those WGNS Good Neighbor events. A lot of Christmas tree lightings. In Smyrna, it's Tuesday night, November 21st, 6 o'clock, over at the Smyrna Train Depot. That's the Christmas tree lighting Tuesday night, November 21st, 6 o'clock, at the Smyrna Train Depot. And then in Eagleville, it's Sunday night, November 26th. That's over in Eagleville, this coming Sunday, November 26th, at 4:15 in the afternoon. Murfreesboro's Christmas tree lighting is on the Murfreesboro Square, right in front of the courthouse on Friday, December the 1st, 5:30, Friday, December 1st, in front of the Rutherford County Courthouse on the Murfreesboro Square. And some other Christmas events. Handel's Messiah will be Monday evening at 6, November the 28th. That's a week away, over at MTSU's Wright Music Building. Handel's Messiah, Monday night, November 28th, 6 o'clock, at MTSU's Wright Music Building. And the Tennessee Philharmonic's Christmas Concert will be Friday, December 1st, 7 o'clock at Bel Air Baptist Church. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
Good neighbor weather. We'll see a few spotty rain showers at times this afternoon with cloudy skies, a high in the upper 60s. Then for tonight, slight chance for rain, late cloudy, low near 43. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on News Radio WGNS. Currently, it's 57.
Middle Tennessee Electric brings you the lighting of the downtown Murfreesboro Christmas tree December 1st at 5:30 in front of the local courthouse. See you at the family-friendly event that ushers in the holiday season at 5:30 December 1st. If you can't make it, watch it on Big G TV live on YouTube, Facebook, and X.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and worldwide at WGNSradio.com.
Welcome back to the second segment of Tuesday Mornings with Rick and Wayne. And our guest this morning is our good friend, fellow Rotarian, Ron Alley, who is the owner of Carpe Artista. I get a kick out of saying that, by the way. And you've shared some pretty informative things this morning. We've touched on musical ability, but we've also touched on education and influencing our youth as well.
Sure, yeah, and that's why we're there. And besides helping to develop the community, also, through arts and culture, and which is what we've done over these years, the last 10 years that the cafe was open in the Depot District, and with events like Simply Smyrna, and helping Sima with Depot Days, and working with Parks and Recreation for events down in that area.
Before we came back on the show, you were talking about an aspect of music that I had no idea about, being able to evaluate some trauma.
Oh yeah. Well, what I was what you're referring to is we've had an opportunity to expand our academy space at the corner of Old Nashville and Hazelwood with another 3,000 square foot behind the urgent care. That's become our art wing, but we've also taken on some partnerships in that space. One is with an animation company called Mr. Bray Labs, and we're going to be having some offerings in animation, some camps and things, because he's taught at the collegiate level. But he has also developed it's kind of experimental at this point, but he's developed he's a coder also, and he's developed an app that utilizes art to identify trauma in children, and it's got a very high rate of accuracy.
Wow.
And along with him coming to be in our space about the same time, we started having conversations with the LA Mental Health Organization here in this area, and they are becoming partners in that space too, and putting 4 private counseling studios embedded in our academy, so that we can begin to develop art and music therapy offerings to develop healthy mental health directions, for students and adults. So there's an interesting partnership also going on between Mr. Bray Labs and LA Mental Health with a licensing of that technology, and they're doing the final kind of research related to the proving of that within that facility. So it's a very interesting time with us being able to do some things kind of alongside our career path development, looking at the mental health aspects of the art and music therapy. Why that's important to me, we feel like it needs to be a part of our career path programming, because so many Well, how do professionals in the entertainment industry deal with their mental health? Generally, drug, sex, and alcohol.
That's the truth.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking about.
And it becomes the demise of their career many times, or at least it stunts their career. And so we feel like if we can create some kind of offerings within a student's development that helps them have those tools early, then maybe they can forego some of those things that derail their career once they're into those places of pressure. So it's just a really cool opportunity to develop those aspects.
Yeah, that's you're nail on the head, because I think it's so much, even with us in Nashville, with the country music community, the music's based around having a party or some kind of drink fest or something. So the writers of that are all kind of living that lifestyle. So this other little outlet that they've got to go to, I don't know how our songs will end up, with personal experience. But,
you can have a party and have fun without it controlling who you are.
Yeah.
You just can.
Everything in moderation.
Absolutely. So even we have the opportunity there now to work with a seasoned professional, Mr. Billy Crane, who was the guitarist for the Outlaws for years. He's going to be starting a program with veterans to help them with PTSD, with songwriting in that space. He's been doing it for several years in Chattanooga with VA. And so they're going to be bringing a program to our space to help in those aspects, even with that clinical help as a long part of
I love having the opportunity the music that comes from Echo, Alexa, those type opportunities, and I love the '60s and '70s rock and roll.
I do too. And I have a '70s band, so that's
and of course I love country music. It can be old, it can be new, but if I am going through a stressful time, it seems like the classics, like what they call, I guess, the long-haired stuff with Mozart or Brahms. Just listening to that, just kind of what the term music soothes the savage beast. I'm really amazed at how it kind of gives you the opportunity to take a breath. And I can see that music being such an important therapy for the mental health of so many people.
Yeah, it connects with us in a way that we can't verbalize. Words only go so far, and then there's something about the musical aspects that take it to a deeper place of the emotion and our past, and helps us to deal with those things. It just has a therapeutic aspect to it. So.
Rick's not going to let me forget that I admitted that I listened to Mozart.
Well, I'll confess that in police work, I was in an office with a lot of people, so it was always loud.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, when you have everybody goes home or you're in there at night and it's quiet, I couldn't get nothing done. So it ends up, you couldn't play Garth Brooks because you'd want to sing along, couldn't concentrate, but I would find some kind of instrumental type music, and unfortunately that's what I'd go to a lot. But it was just noise in the background that helped me think. I can't think if it's totally quiet. I can't sleep because I have to have some kind of noise. So we usually fall asleep with the TV on, let it shut itself off or something, but if it's totally quiet, I'm done. I can't do it. So
go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to remind Rick, if he would, to remind the audience about the event tonight and then the Christmas parade.
Oh yeah, so tonight it's a Christmas tree lighting. It'll be down on the front street, down on the Depot district of Smyrna, and it starts at 6 p.m.
on the stage at the Depot.
And come see Mr. Ron, and he'll have your coffee and everything ready
Will it be
for
hot
you.
chocolate along with the hot cider?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, at the
Whoa.
cafe, so you'll be
Yeah,
able to go
cafe.
over to the
Well, I mean,
cafe
He'll
and
take care of you.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were
Yeah,
talking
right
off air
across the
too,
street,
because December 3rd is the Christmas parade for Smyrna at
Sure.
2 p.m., which is always goes on Lowry Street. It starts about where was that
Nolan with McDonald's
ends there.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ends there.
That is
Goes up on
Nolan, isn't
Mayfield.
it?
Yeah, so make sure everybody kind of. It seems like now after 48 years of having this thing, everybody got their little spot they like to get in. So.
Yeah, and there's some cool new things in the depot area. You know, you've got the print shop just opened, which is
wow.
a
Yeah,
great,
that's very pretty.
great restaurant. Beautiful what they've done, what Caleb's done to that old building, and preserve some of the things of its history. It was Smyrna printing for years.
Yep.
And they've done a great job making that a cool place with food and wine and beer, menus and then my son and daughter-in-law actually a year ago opened a place called Trellis and Vine, which is just down the street from it on that same side, which is an artist and crafters space. The front is retail of local artists and crafters, and then the back is cooperative space. So
I saw that just the other day, picking up some stuff from Smyrna Cleaners with Mr. Kim, and I looked over and thought, I wonder what that is. So thank you.
That's what it is, and it's local crafters and artists who are making their creations available to the public within that space. Yeah. So
about presents, Christmas gifts.
Oh yeah, it's a great place. I was looking at some of the things that were there, even food items and stuff too. So so there's some cool things in there. There's a new little bakery shop opening up where the Donut Palace was, and they're in the process of that. Even the theater has reopened for events also.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It has.
That is
great. You can rent that space for events. Now it's an event space. And then, of course, I think last time we talked, Jeremy Bird at the sign shop's got a beautiful new addition to his place right behind his 2-story, and it's beautiful. So.
As far as the old theater, of course, watched it being renovated for quite some time. So as far is it like theater seating and there's a stage, or how is it set up?
I think I haven't been in it, quite honestly. I confess I need to go see
I'm just
everything.
Curious.
But in the process, he was trying to make it an event space also. Right. So there is, it's flexible to do, kind of like the Skirmerhorn, where you can have it set up in rows, or you can have it set up with tables.
The Franklin Theater has done that. They have a lot of performances, but they also show some of the old classic movies as well, especially during the holidays.
Yeah, that's what the owner of the theater here in Smyrna would like to do.
Oh,
not
that
quite
would be,
there yet.
That would be so cool.
So those are some cool things, going on, new offerings down in that area. And of course, finally, all of the beautification on Lowry Street is complete with all the new lighting and the sidewalks. So it's easy to get new crosswalks, timed crosswalks across there at Washington Street.
We just need to train the drivers to be looking for pedestrians.
We do.
I saw a news report on how many pedestrians have been hit over the last year in Nashville. I forget the number, but quite a number.
Yeah, so it may be that we actually need to drop the speed limit just a little bit right in that space. The problem there is it slows down traffic.
I'm all for slowing down. I cannot believe how horrible we all drive.
Yeah,
and I'd like to think I'm very safe, but I'm appalled, and I complain to Rick all the time about the people on I-24 and even Murfreesboro Road here, or Broad, Lowry Street, how fast they drive.
Yeah. So we need to slow down.
Slow down, Tennessee.
We miss things, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, that would bless us. I guess the other thing, just a reminder, that little pocket park right there on Lowry Street, the Zama Park, is a great little park. And it's got a pull in, and it's got a quarter mile actually walk around little track there.
Really?
Yeah. So
I
you
did
can
not realize
you can
that,
go
Rick.
there and walk and make loops, you know, out there, and it's a great little environment. So there's some cool things in the Depot District. So good place to hang out.
Really is. So recapping tonight, 6 p.m. It'll be the tree lighting downtown Smyrna, the Depot District. And it's free, no admission whatsoever. There'll be, I guess, our city council members and mayor and everybody in Smyrna will be out there to
all be there.
do it and get the tree lit up. And it's a 30-foot tree because I know it's pretty darn large.
It's a tall one.
Yeah. Got a good one in.
Yeah, all lit up. Can I make one last? I want to make a plea. Because we are a nonprofit, and we're trying to develop those programs. Giving Tuesday is coming up, and we have some significant financial needs related to that. If anything I've talked about floats your boat and you'd like to be a part of it, check us out on carpeartista.com or look us up on Facebook. You know, related to that, we could use the help in some specific endeavors that we're trying to create right now.
Are y'all looking for volunteers or people to help?
Always.
That's what I wondered, because you were talking about these other people that are coming in from other states and things. It seems like volunteers will be
always open for great opportunities for volunteers in events, and just, I mean, we're a nonprofit, so we're small staffed. So
God bless you for what you do.
Well, thank you for having me on. You guys have been on for a good while here now. I remember.
Don't remind them, Brian's
when you were first getting started here. So this is great.
We didn't know when we might get kicked to the curb.
No, you're doing a great job.
Well, we have a great time.
I appreciate you having me on. So I always enjoy it when you invite me. So.
We enjoy it. But you listen to Ron Alley. He's the CEO of Carpe Artista in Smyrna, and we're just talking about things going up for the Christmas season. We're going to take our last break here. We'll be right back with you in just a minute.
Hi, this is Chip Walters with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. You might know me as the voice of the Blue Raiders, but I want to be your trusted advisor in real estate. Whether you're buying or selling, it's time to choose Chip. Do you have a growing family and need to upsize? Are you an empty nester now and need to downsize? Are you thinking of selling your current home but just worried you can't find something else? Well, it's time to choose Chip. I'm looking to be your trusted advisor in real estate. I'm Chip Walters with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates.
Medicare open enrollment is here. Do you want to sit down with someone and review your coverages for the upcoming year? We'd love to see you. Call Cover My Assets Insurance Group today so we can make an appointment for your policy review. Our services are free, and we can even come to you. We are a local agency that puts our community first. Find us on Facebook or visit our website at covermyassets.com. That's covermyassets.com.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
Talking with customers of Jeff's family-friendly restaurant on Hancock Street about why they keep coming back.
It is excellent. Very good food. It's kind of like eating at home. Real nice folks here. So good.
So much food at Jeff's, you'll have a hard time cleaning your plate.
Food is great.
Oh, this is great food. Give you an ample amount. They season it well and give you enough that you don't have to worry about going away home
hungry.
Come hungry to Jeff's family-friendly restaurant on Hancock Street.
This is great. I love it.
Really good. Glad I came today.
Jeff's family-friendly restaurant on Hancock Street.
This is Pastor Nikki Ajapong, the lead pastor of Holy Hill Chapel in Murfreesboro.
Here are sermons on WGNS every Sunday night at 7:30.
Everyday life, never take it for granted.
Visit Holy Hill Chapel, tn.org to hear our podcast.
It's a blessing.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and worldwide at WGNSradio.com.
And welcome back to Tuesday Mornings with Rick and Wayne. And this morning, Ron Alley, great friend, Rotarian, and CEO of Carpe Artista, has been with us. Ron, this has been a lot of fun just talking about the music, the local music industry, if you will, and the holiday or Christmas festivities that's coming up. And I think you said you had some future plans that you're trying to.
We do. There are a couple other things that we've been trying to get our cafe back going with live events and things. We just had to close it down for a little while to get it under control. And kind of reimagine something that we could manage. And so we are back open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday mornings, 7:30 to 1:30. So it's kind of the morning hours just to get it going again.
Sure.
We've got a manageable crew staff that are taking care of that. We have a new staff member who manages our academy, but also has had experience running coffee shop and a roastery. So he's a true coffee snob. His name's Rob Higginbotham, and Rob, here's a shout out to you. But he has trained our baristas to make an exquisite cup of coffee, and even put some art in those lattes.
What's the extent of the menu for those mornings?
Well, it's more limited now, okay, but it has some of the favorites. Of course, it's got all the coffee and stuff, any type of barista drink that you'd like, we can make iced or hot. I'm not an ice drinker, everything's got to be hot for me. But we have some of our favorites still there. Our quiches were always a favorite. Cinnamon rolls are still there.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
The potato casserole was always a favorite. And then we've partnered with another nonprofit in the space now during this time, a nonprofit called Sweet Addictions. And they provide training for women coming out of addiction recovery in culinary and addiction recovery and human trafficking. Wow. And so they are utilizing our kitchen for their catering and things now, and then they're providing all the baked goods. We've given them our recipes, and they're providing our things as well as some additional things that they create. By the way, if you're looking for a caterer during the holiday season, they do an amazing job with catering. So you can call the cafe actually and get in touch with them if you need that.
Okay.
And then so that's kind of been a cool partnership too. We even have biscuits and gravy now. Okay. So, and they have
put sausage in the gravy?
There's sausage in the gravy.
Ooh, okay.
I'm
coming by.
so you've got some great options for the morning, and during that time, and it's just a great place to sit out on the patio and watch people try to decide how to navigate a roundabout, and you hear lots of shouting, and so it's quite entertaining at times.
It's a struggle.
But we're trying to get back to some nighttime things, with live music and art things there.
Is there some parking where you don't have to cross Front Street? Is it?
There is a little bit, along the front of the shops there.
Right.
And those are all open. And then at the end of our 101 building, there's some parking there.
Oh, okay.
along the edge of the building, and then there's some in the back. It's not a lot, but
Sure.
there's you kind of have to vie for what you can find.
Well, just crossing Front Street's not like crossing Lowry.
No, it's not quite as bad, but you do have to be careful. So, and that space right there at the end of the storage space is available as public parking. A lot of folks question whether that's available or it's part of the storage building there, but it's open public parking. So it's close, and you can walk across the street.
Sure.
We've got the 101 building that I mentioned. We're planning to dive in heavy this next year with the fundraising for it. And it's our plans for it are an amazing training center for entertainment career path. That's the goal for it, with a rooftop and a venue out back with a deck at the second level and a venue inside, and then training spaces upstairs, and students coming and spending half a day just learning how to do production, learning how to do all the things that are that they need to know to potentially make a career in entertainment, like marketing and entrepreneurship and event planning, and just the whole plethora of things that they don't always get in other programs. So that's our focus.
I tell you, just the way Front Street has evolved and improved with renovation and new businesses like yourself. It's just, for someone who was actually born in the town of Smyrna, it's a lot of fun to see.
It's been an adventure the last 12 years, because we came in when there wasn't a whole lot going on down there, but the town had already done some really nice things, with the roundabout and the sidewalks and lighting, and so to see them continue to invest in that area has been really rewarding. So.
Well, the parking lot that's adjacent to the depot, that was a nightmare for so long, and it would flood. And
I remember.
You could, if you didn't know the area, you could bottom out your vehicle for that dip.
Or jump the dip when you were coming through.
Oh yeah. Yep.
We're finding out about some of Rick's younger days.
So
that's why I miss being a musician. I had that rebel call.
Well, then you should have been right in there as a musician.
Darn. Yeah. Opportunities lost.
I know. It just kills me. I think of like the CMAs this last week, or I don't know, ACMs, whatever they call the last show, but that Jelly Roll that this kid is, here we were chasing him as a dope dealer there for years, and here he is topping the charts in the country music thing.
Yeah.
It's
It's
amazing.
But he always had still this day, he's just got a witty way about that guy. I mean, he was, obviously he was come up in a rough childhood and things like that, but he's seen the other side of it and is giving back. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we have that opportunity. We've had that opportunity to watch that happen with students that don't have that opportunity or don't have the money to be engaged. That's what is most rewarding. And what's been amazing is to see the number of internationals that have come to our community and the students are finding, purpose and direction in the arts.
Pretty amazed at some of the superstars that have taken up music. I think Luke Combs, I think he was a latecomer. Bailey Zimmerman, I heard him being interviewed. Same thing. I don't know, Jelly Roll, had he been performing for a while, or
is he's been a rapper for years?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, like I said, in and out of
juvenile
facilities and
very
trouble
creative,
and
obviously, and just has that creative
smart
bent.
guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And found his way, hopefully.
Sure. Yeah. And is influencing, with some fun music. So.
Yeah, I concur.
Yeah, that's what we want to create. We want to create, help students take their creativity and be positive influences with it on our culture.
Well, and I think why I like having you on is I think that where we grew up, I think younger years ago, we were more self-generated as far as our pathways and everything else. And it seems like with technology and things today, with kids, they need more guidance and classes and things to help get them in, because there's that, like you said, that electronics thing of animation and everything. You just can't sit in your room one night and figure that out. Yeah. And, coding and things that these kids want to do and have today, it takes resources to be able to do that, and you're providing all that through the arts community of being able to reach out and do those things. And I think of us to chalk on a sidewalk, and you've taken it to the next level in 2023 with what you're able to do with art and things of teaching kids, and that's why I think it's important. And what your classes average $30, something like that, when they take these smaller camps. So.
Yeah, well, our camps are more expensive than that. Okay. But and our lessons, monthly lessons, are about $125 for 4 lessons. So
okay.
125, somewhere between 125 and 150. Okay, depending on the instructor. The instructor may be a master degree, almost, a doctor degree, some of them.
About $30 a lesson, then, if you say 125 and 4, yeah.
So they're, but then, you talk about, it's not just about that, is we're trying to instill our core values into those students as they go through.
The positive influences over all the negative they're out there.
Our 4 C's are character, calling, craft, and community, and we embed those into our teaching and try to help the students find their way along those lines with finding out who they are, and a foundation of who they are. And of course, we have a strong faith base. We're not a faith-based necessarily. We are faith-based,
sure,
but we're an education 501c3, and we have a strong faith base, and we hope that they'll find their identity, the truth of their identity. They don't have to believe like we believe to come and be a part of it. We just create a positive influence.
What's y'all's
atmosphere.
Website? Somebody want to reach out to y'all.
Carpe, C-A-R-P-E, Artista, ARTISTA.com. So carpeartista.com is our website.
Yeah, you can get more information there. They can donate if they want to donate, because like I said, you're trying to fund some programs that y'all got coming up. So.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go through. We're 12 years old, and we really need to go through some refinement of our branding and those kind of things, and we're needing some funds. That costs money to do that. We're needing some funds to do those.
You're investing, and anybody investing you are investing in our youth.
And that's exactly right. They're investing in a culture for the future.
Right.
And our goal is not just Smyrna. We believe we're called to create a scalable, reproducible model that we can put in other communities that will work with local schools and work with the local community to help create those influences.
Well, God bless you for your effort. It's been an amazing journey to watch you and the way you progressed in our community and our county community.
Well, I appreciate that, Wayne, and I appreciate your encouragement too.
Thank you
very much.
Yeah, thank you, Ron, for being with us. I'm on what we got coming up, just current events tonight, 6 p.m. is the tree lighting in downtown Smyrna at the Depot District. And,
come on, let's celebrate Christmas.
The Christmas parade is December 3rd, which is a Sunday at 2 p.m. It'll go down Lowry Street from Mayfield to Nolan Drive. I also want to bring up, I'm still a member of the Smyrna Stones River FOP, Fraternal Order of Police. We do our Tip a Cop every year at Toots in Smyrna. It's a fundraiser where we do for needy kids. We have a thing called Shop with a Cop. So we take an officer and take a kid, and they got to buy a coat and a pair of shoes, and then we also allow them to get bikes and toys and things like that. But it's our yearly fundraiser for that, and we're looking for volunteers and people to help with that. But
please volunteer for that. That's a great endeavor.
Yeah, it's fun.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
We've got a lot to be grateful for. Yeah, Christmas is coming, but I don't want to forget Thanksgiving.
Amen,
I'm grateful
brother.
and thankful for everything. So
turkey and dressing.
Yep.
Yeah, come on.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. We got Randy Allen with Murfreesboro Rotary coming on next week to tell about some events they got coming up. But I hope everybody enjoyed our show today, and we'll see you next week.